Welcome back, guys. In this lesson, we are going to tackle the level up method. So let's jump right in. Okay, here it is, line 278. First line. This one is really interesting. I don't know if you know, but you can actually color lines or your debug lines in the console, which is really interesting. This is by using rich text. I can leave a link as an additional resource if you want to learn more about this. This is not the main point of this course, so let's go on. First off, we calculate the target level. So this is level plus 1 because we are leveling up. We only gain 1 level. Then we check if the target level is greater than the count minus 1, so the amount of seasons that we have. If that's the case, it means that we've reached the max day, the last day, so max level reached. Otherwise, we haven't reached the max day, so we simply unlock the current reward and level up, so add 1 to the level. And finally, update the slider. We are going to tackle this later on, don't worry. Let's have a look at the max level reached method. Here it is, again using rich text, because I've discovered that I was like, what? You can color lines, that's so cool. Anyway, then we unlock the current reward. Of course, whenever we reach the max level, we still need to unlock the reward. We increase the level so that we don't apply the same logic again, and finally update the slider. Right here I can notice an improvement that we can make, because in both cases right here we unlock the current reward and we increase or increment the level. So we can basically grab these lines, drop them here and remove them from here. Normally it should still have the same behavior, okay? So let's jump back there, remove these lines, and we're good to go. Perfect. I hope this one is clear. Finally, we save the level, so using the player preferences, we can tackle the save and load methods later on and update the badger. We are going to tackle the badger later on too. So how do we unlock the current reward? If we have a look at this, we can notice that we grab the reward containers that we've stored earlier when initializing our day, I guess. Yeah, right here. Reward containers dot add reward instance. So we have a reference to it, we can use it. We call the unlock method that we've covered previously. And if we've purchased the golden ticket or golden pass or battle pass or battle ticket, we unlock the golden reward containers at that level. Okay, so how can we detect if we've purchased or not? We've got the try purchase method along with the purchase method. So let's expand both of these. The try purchase method is static. This is the method that you want to use whenever you add the system to your game. I've also added a purchase condition if you want to use it. So you can just keep that to true if you always want to try and purchase. But yeah, this is basically the one that you want to use. The purchase method right here is private. So to try and purchase, if the player has already purchased the golden ticket, we should not allow him to purchase it again. If no season is currently active, we can't purchase the golden ticket. It doesn't make sense. Actually, what you can also do is disable the purchase button if no season has been enabled. Or you can also go one step further and remove your open battle pass, let's say, between quotes, the open battle pass panel. You can remove that button from your menu or anywhere else and only display it if a season is currently active. Yeah. If none of these conditions is met, you can actually purchase the golden ticket. So again, I've used rich text, which is really cool. I've set the has purchased boolean to true. So this will allow us to unlock the golden reward whenever we level up. Inside of here, we also unlock all of the golden rewards until that point, as we've said previously. Okay, really simple. We loop through all of them. If their index is less than the current level, we can unlock. We also hide the purchase button because it's not relevant anymore. And again, save things. Cool. So this is good for the purchase method, along with the try purchase method and the unlock current method. The max level reach. Now we are still going to cover the slider, but we can collapse this too. Cool. No. We can keep this because I still want to cover the XP later on right here. Okay. What I can also show you is where we add the callback for the purchase button. So it's right here at the top. We've got somewhere around here, initialize purchase button. You can hold Control and click. Boom. Let's expand this one. So if the player has purchased, we simply disable the purchase button. Otherwise, we enable it. We also remove all of the listeners, if there are any, if you've added some while testing, I don't know, it's just a precaution here. And finally, we add the on purchased button clicked action as a callback of that button, okay? So you can do whatever you want. We are not going to call the try purchase method right away. Instead, I've added this so that you can have another script to check whenever the player has pressed the purchase button. Then you can show the actual in-app purchase panel or trigger that from the App Store, Play Store. And whenever you get the callback from that platform that the purchase has successfully or is a success actually, you can call the try purchase method, okay? I hope this is clear. Again, if not, leave a comment down below and I'm going to try and help ASAP. Cool. So the purchase button has been initialized. Really nice. A quick thing we could have done before jumping to the next lesson, by the way, inside of the try purchase method right here, instead of just returning if the player can't purchase the golden ticket, you could have triggered an event here. So maybe trigger some kind of event, my event, invoke, yeah, something like that. And you can use that event to play a sound. You can use that event to display a pop-up for the player to know that the purchase did not went properly or has not succeeded. And yeah, it can be useful actually, yeah. But you decide again. If you want me to add this, let me know. I might improve the system later on and it might be a nice addition actually. Yep, let's go. So now that this is done, let's jump to the next lesson where we are going to show or learn how we can claim a reward. See you there.